Escape the stress and find inner peace. One man's journey to a simpler life. Once upon a time, there was a man named Jack who lived in a bustling city. He worked long hours at a high-pressure job and often found himself feeling stressed and overwhelmed. He had trouble sleeping at night, and his relationships with his friends and family were suffering as a result. One day, Jack decided that enough was enough. He couldn't keep living his life in a constant state of stress and anxiety. So, he set out to find ways to manage his stress and take better care of himself. He started by making small changes to his daily routine. Instead of rushing out the door in the morning, he started waking up a little earlier so that he could enjoy a cup of coffee and some quiet time before the day began. He also started taking regular breaks throughout the day to stretch his legs and clear his mind. In addition to these small changes, Jack also started practicing mindfulness meditation. He found a quiet place in his home where he could sit and focus on his breath for a few minutes each day. This simple practice helped him to feel more centered and calm, even in the midst of a busy day. Over time, Jack noticed that he was feeling more energized and focused at work, and his relationships with his loved ones were improving as well. He had more patience and compassion for others, and he was able to handle stressful situations with greater ease. Eventually, Jack decided to take things a step further and make a big change in his life. He had always dreamed of living in the countryside, surrounded by nature and away from the hustle and bustle of the city. So, he started looking for a new home in a rural area. It wasn't easy, but eventually, Jack found the perfect house in a beautiful location. He packed up his things and moved out of the city, ready to start a new chapter in his life. And as he sat on the porch of his new home, listening to the birds and feeling the breeze on his face, Jack realized that he had never felt more at peace. He had learned that avoiding stress wasn't about running away from it, but about finding ways to manage it and take care of himself. From that day forward, Jack continued to prioritize his health and well-being, knowing that it was the key to a happy and fulfilling life. And though he faced challenges along the way, he always remembered the lessons he had learned about avoiding stress and living life on his own terms.